Hi there and welcome back to a new video. I'm going to be showing you everything that we picked up, or everything that I picked up on our recent our recent trip to the US. You may have seen over on our travel channel, Aid and Lisa, we went to Disney and then we did a road trip through Georgia into South Carolina, and then we stayed with friends in North Carolina for a week and had the most amazing time. But I always think it's fun to come back and show you what I picked up that I plan to use in my journals. So I have got a lovely bag of goodies here to show you, and I've also got some bonus bits and pieces as well that I will show you at the end. I was very well behaved this time. In the past, I have gone crazy and literally picked up everything I could get my hands on. Anything that wasn't stuck down that I thought, I'll use that in my journal, I took with me. And you may have seen over on my vlogging channel, Life with Lisa, I've been cleaning out a lot of stuff because we're due to move house soon. And I've just collected so much over the years. And it's just got a little bit out of hand. And so I was very careful this time. I didn't bring back the menu on the Virgin flight. And all the stuff that I've just thrown away from all over the years, the luggage labels, I haven't brought them back this time. I've been very, very careful. And instead I've been more kind of, if I knew I would use it on a journal, or if I had plans to, then I've brought it back. So I'm going to empty this out and share with you exactly what I brought back. I also just want to say, it's amazing how heavy a few bits and pieces of paper can be. It really does amount up. And like, I picked up some really lovely magazines and leaflets in the welcome centres as you change over from state to state. And I ended up leaving a lot of those behind. We had 4 pieces of luggage between us. We were allowed 23 kilos. We had 24 in each, and we had a piece of hand luggage each as well, a wheelie bag and a handbag. So we had a lot of stuff. I kept my receipts again. I always keep them in a little Primark Ziploc. Keep those separate. Oh, I'm finding a few extra that kind of got out of there. I don't actually have an order in which I'm going to share that with you. So I've got a few more receipts. Let's pop those over there. I'm just going to go for it. And actually boarding passes. So although I have my boarding passes on my phone or our phones, I always ask, if they don't hand them out, I do always ask for them to be printed. One time I didn't. I'd printed them off myself. They're just on an A4 piece of paper. They don't look very pretty, and she didn't print them off, and I was really disappointed. So I do find if I've got them on my phone, and actually I just hand over my passports, they do then automatically print them. So I've got the boarding passes. I think these are really fun to add in a journal. I like doing them as a flip and having them at the front. That to me is really fun. What else have I got here? So I took this off. Yeah, like I said, this is in no order at all. This was Weekends Are for Waffles. This was around the knife and fork, the cutlery on the table. We went to a really cute breakfast place in North Carolina, and I took mine off. See, I did pick up bits and pieces, just not everything. But I thought that would be really fun to go with our page eating our breakfast. I do love a hotel key. I don't think you're supposed to take them, are you? Do you take them? We always get given 2, and I just return 1. I've got the Rose and Inn. I just think these are fun, popped in a little pocket. And then we've got the Renaissance there. If you want to follow along our travel vlogs, by the way, we've done a haul video and a review. And the next one I need to do is our pre-travel day. So those are all on our Aid and Lisa channel. I'll leave all the links below. Like I said, this was our favourite hotel, the Darwin in Atlanta. Loved that place. And the little cranes, actually I've just seen one here. So when we went in, They seem to have a lot of these little paper cranes, and like the little cranes are painted on the outside of the hotel. They feature a lot within the hotel. I don't know what the significance is, but there was a big glass jar, and she told us when we were checking in to take out 2. So I took them out, and she said we could exchange them later on for cocktails. And when we went to, he said it was too late, even though the bar didn't close till 11. But I got to keep the cranes, so that was quite nice. So we've got a couple of cranes. What's this from? Don't go. Oh, I haven't got that here with me. That's gone upstairs. We went to an art district in North Carolina. It was called Winston-Salem, and it's a big art district. It's really, really cool. Like art all over the buildings. Really, really little independents everywhere. And it was a big tobacco area apparently, and I'm just reading on the back of this card. So my friend took me in there, and it's like an artist studio, and it says here, founded in 1997, Artists in Cellophane is an arts group that converts retired cigarette machines into Artomat installations. We believe that art should be progressive yet personal and approachable. What better way to do this than with a heavy cold steel machine? So you know the old cigarette machines, you could swap $5 for a token, and there was loads and loads of different pieces of art, and they were all wooden, like thick wooden blocks, like the size of an old cigarette box. And then you pulled it, and out came your little piece of art for $5. So I picked up the card as well to pop that in. That was quite cool, and quite nice way to support local artists as well in that area. This was from the Darwin as well. I love a little pocket. You know when they put your room key in a pocket? That's just perfect for a journal. It's like it was meant to be. What else have I got here? I have got here Boot Barn. So Boot Barn, do you know Boot Barn? If you're in the US, you may well know. My dad knew of it. And I've got, Aid bought 2 tops in there. Friends of ours were going for cowboy boots. It's like you buy your cowboy boots, your Stetsons, you name it, cowboyish, it's in there. They even had cowboy fragrances. So Aid and I were sniffing them to see what cowboys and cowgirls smell like. It's quite funny. The clothing for the women is so cute, but the price was, place was very pricey. I really loved a green dress, but it was $70, and they didn't do like small sizes either. But yes, I've kept the little tags off the clothing. Aid bought a couple of tops in the sale, so that was quite cute. What's he picked up here? Oh, these are nice. We went in the Hangar Bar. That seems so long ago now. With our friends Kelly and Dan. It's a bar in Disney Springs. A beer mat is such a cool thing to bring back. But I will say, they are quite chunky. The beer mat is quite chunky. I have included one in my previous trip journal. But they are cool. It'd actually even be nice to have in your house, wouldn't they? I do like those. Aid's really good at picking things like that. Do you know what else I didn't do this time? I didn't bring back every single coffee sleeve. If you saw my declutter recently, when I went through all my memorabilia, I threw away so many cardboard coffee sleeves. It was unbelievable. I've got 2 here. But these ones are cool. Look at these Joffrey's ones. They were in Disney. See, these ones are cool, and I will do these as like little to slide things through. So I'm going to keep those. But I didn't keep every single Starbucks sleeve. I was sensible. I have got a wristband from the Skyline Park. A wristband's a cool thing to keep. This was from the Skyline Park in Atlanta. We went up to see the Skyline at night. So that was really fun. So I kept that. And I took the pen at the Darwin Hotel as well. I think you're supposed to, aren't you? Oh, I've got another crane here as well. I will pop these. I want to actually learn how to make these. They're really cool. So yeah, I've taken that. Oh, this is a nice badge. I'm guessing Aid picked these up. Only Aid would pick up something like that. The Villains at Disneyland Hotel. It's a DVC thing that we're members of. Weren't even at the Disneyland Hotel. Don't know why he picked them up. You know what he's like. did this as well. Our friends Kelly and Dan said if you go to a DVC counter, they'll give you a free coin because they're doing it for DVC members at the moment. So I didn't tell Aid because I just thought it's just something else that we don't need. What are we going to do with this? And then they mentioned it to him and I was like, I didn't tell him on purpose. And naturally then he went to a counter without me knowing. I think he left me somewhere. I was looking at something in a shop and he said, oh, I'll be right back. The next thing I saw him at the counter getting one of these. That's probably when he picked up the badges as well. I think they gave them to him if I remember right. What are you going to do with it? Don't know. He likes a freebie. Right. Oh, we got another. Oh, I'm so tired. We got another room key and oh, this was fun. This will be fun to put in my journal. He must have picked this up. We were at the Food and Wine Festival and we went to the Brew Wing place. It was really cool and we tried peanut butter jelly wings and then we tried some what do they call them? Plant-based wings with it was dairy-free blue cheese. It was so tasty and buffalo sauce and we got the cider flight as well. So that would be really cool to put on that page. Always look out for your little cards in places. They're really handy. Oh, I've got some more beer mats here that Aid's picked up. Where are these ones from? Stargazers. I didn't know he picked up those up. If you're in Disney Springs, oh, there's Hanger Bar as well. I like those ones. Stargazers is underneath Planet Hollywood and they have a happy hour. I think it was 5 till 7, $5 drinks. It's worth remembering. Right, what have we got here? Oh, we picked up these maps. This was in, these are nice maps. High Country, Blowing Rock these were. It was just somewhere where you could pick them up. He's picked up a few. I love a map. A map, I think, is one of my favourite things to bring back. Look how lovely that is. You can use it to cover a journal. You could use it to do a page, to decorate. He's picked up a couple there for me. So I'm very grateful for him for doing that. He seems to just zone in on things, spot things. We have got Courtyard Marriott room key and also a tiny little mini notepad. That's quite sweet. We may have 2 room keys and 2 pockets. What else have we got here? What's this? Darwin Hotel notepad. Another boarding pass. Another receipt. Oh, for the champagne bar. Like Battery Park. Oh my goodness, that place was so good. So we were in Asheville in North Carolina and it's in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's the most beautiful little town. And we did a hop-on, hop-off bus. And, oh, actually, those stickers might be around here somewhere as well. We've got our little, you know when you do a hop-on, hop-off bus and you get a sticker? I've got 2 of those somewhere. And we got this little place on the corner. It was so pretty, little trees and lights and all beautiful seating. And we turned up and sadly they were only doing charcuterie boards. And that's just the favourite thing all of us, 6 of us friends, love. So we felt like we'd won the jackpot when they said that. So we all sat down and we had most amazing charcuterie boards and cocktails. Loved that place. That's one of my highlights of the trip actually. What else have we got here? So we got introduced to Dario. It's a burger chain. I don't know if they're just south. Let me know if you know. And Debbie said they're a bit like Steak and Shake. You get your burgers however you want them. You add all your own toppings and milkshakes. So we brought back our bags. I've just seen something else from there as well. I can't remember. Oh, here it is as well. I took this out of my tray. I didn't have a burger. It's not my favourite thing. I had chili cheese fries. But this was in my basket, so I took that as well. I thought that would be really fun on a page. The other thing you can do, I've done this in Disney before, if like you've got some really cute paper in like a basket of fries and it's got greasy, don't hesitate to go up to the counter and just let them know that you're a scrapbooker and please can you have a clean one that hasn't been used, and they will give you some. We do it all the time and everyone's so obliging and so kind about it. Right, I've got quite a lot of leaflets here. What have we got here? We have got Trolley Asheville Tours. leaflets are just so handy, because also sometimes as well, you may not always get a photo of something. So like the trolley, if you haven't got the best photo, it could be you've got a car going past, or you've got other people in it, you can use something like that. More, what do you call them, beer mats, or drinks coasters. I think Dockside Margaritas might be my favourite place to have a drink in Disney. I love that place. So we've got one of those. Blowing Rock Guide, that was where I had the map from. It was another town in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It was so beautiful there. So I've got that one. Oh, I've got another map here. Where's this map from? This is Asheville, that other place in the Blue Ridge Mountains. So I've got a couple of those. I have also got my Disney maps as well. I found this one. I've never seen this one before. It's a property map. So I've got like all the usual park guides and that, but this one I found in our hotel lobby in Bay Lake. And I thought it was quite good. It's an actual resort map of everything, and it's got like details and all that kind of thing. And look, it's got the little gate things, the arch as well. So that was quite nice. We've got a few though, because quite often as well I hand them out to people if they've got a trip coming up or something. So we've got a few of all the maps. They always look so different, and I love it when I find an old park map. When I've been like clearing out recently and I keep finding them, it's such a nice feeling. It really is. And you look back and it's just really, really lovely. I have got Epcot Food and Wine, the little booklet that you get. Oh, and then another one of the little waffles from our cutlery. I have got the Mast General Store. This was the little shop that we went to in the art district that I said about in Winston-Salem. It's a really, really old store, and it tells you all about the history of the stores as well. It was a really nice shop. So I've got that. This one is another map of Asheville. There was quite a few places to pick these kind of things up. When we went to the Welcome Centre, I find the Welcome Centres, when you drive into each state, the best place to pick up leaflets and maps and things. I picked up this one here. I've got quite a few different ones. They are just so handy, and it's also really good if you want to plan a future trip, but proper map. It's almost like the map of old times, isn't it? So I'm excited to give these a proper look through. I also picked up these again for future trip planning. We've got the Smoky Mountains. I really wanted to go for my 50th to the mountains, but my birthday's in March and it's just not a great time of year. I'm worried with it being spring, with the weather not being so good and roads being icy. I also picked up these. As we drove into the North Carolina Welcome Centre, there was a couple of apple recipe leaflets. What have we got here? We've got apple cake, apple butter, apple sauce, fried apple pies and buttermilk pastry, grandma's apple pie, fried apples, apple jelly, baked apple dumplings, boiled apple dumplings, and apple relish sounds good. And we've got another one here. Baked cinnamon apples, apple butter, fresh apple muffins, blue ribbon grated apple pie, apple cake, apple skewer appetizer, apple sauce. Quite a lot of apple recipes there. I might keep those out actually. I also like to pick up a postcard sometimes, places we've been, to include in my journals. I'm finding in Disney these days that in Disney itself, the postcards are quite hard to come by. You almost need to go to the crappy gift shops. We went to the Martin Luther King Memorial Park, like the historic park in Atlanta, and we went into the little gift shop and I picked up a postcard. We did pick up other bits and pieces throughout the trip as well, like Aid bought a key ring here, and then other things we've picked up. So those were in my main haul on our travel channel. This looks beautiful, this magazine. These are all free as well in the welcome centres. So, some melon recipes in here. I need to have a proper... I'm going to leave these out. I'm not going to put everything straight back in the bag, actually, because I wanted to actually read these like proper magazines. I might even take this one up to bed and leave up there. Sometimes as well, if I can find that if I keep all my memorabilia together, I forget, and then I just leave it in the studio for creating, but forget to actually read stuff. Blowing Rock, I've got a little booklet there as well, which I wanted to have a look through. Also, the Martin Luther King place that we went to, that's his birth home there. This was the leaflet that they were giving out when you went into the museum. We have got Hollywood Studios maps, Magic Kingdom maps, another Epcot. This one is, oh, I picked this up. Visit Georgia's Rome. I picked this up in the Georgia Welcome Centre. It looks beautiful. I don't know where it actually is. Is it actually called Rome? I don't know. Rome, yeah. So Georgia has a place called Rome. It just looked beautiful. So that intrigued me. That's a good way to trip plan, isn't it? Or to trip research. It looks really, really beautiful there. So yeah, I picked that up as well. And then we've also got Georgia State Parks and Historic Sites to have a look through. A couple of little mini Dario bags. And Magic Kingdom passes as well. And then I've also got two more like magazines that I picked up in the state welcome centres as well. One for Georgia, and this one, oh, this one is Georgia as well. They had a lot in Georgia that I must have liked. I do like Georgia. I think it's really beautiful. Georgia, Tennessee and Virginia at the moment might be my favourites, but I loved North Carolina as well. We didn't really see much of South Carolina. We just drove through, so it was mainly main roads. And then this was my t-shirt, came in that as well. It's got a cute sticker. I haven't actually found the stickers from the hop on hop off bus. I'm sure I attached them to something. So yeah, I'm going to pop everything back in. I am looking forward to using like little paper bags and things like that. I've got some really nice stuff, but I think I was quite reserved with what I picked up. No napkins, no Starbucks bags or coffee sleeves, like I said. Didn't even bring back the sick bag. They're just plain bags these days, to be honest. There's no, they seem to have stopped doing their logos on them. I guess it saves money. So yeah, I think I was quite reserved. I think I did well. But I want to know, what did you last bring back from a trip? I know Jo from our community, who I met out there, she's already started her journal and it looks amazing. And she's got so much stuff to put in it. Very, very envious of her journal already. I also wanted to show you a couple more things. I picked up Pioneer Woman magazine. I love this magazine. I love the Pioneer Woman, and her recipes are so good. So I'm looking forward to reading that. And then one last very, very special thing. I've saved the best till last. I met up with the very lovely Elise. This was a massive highlight of the trip for me. She is also a member of our community and her journals are just beautiful. And she drove down to when we were at the Darwin Hotel in Atlanta to visit me. It was so, so nice. And she bought her journals, some of her journals for me to look through as well. It's one thing seeing them on a screen, but seeing them in person and opening and taking bits out, I just felt so inspired. I really did. And she was so kind and gave me a little gift here. So I wanted to show it to you. Look at that Minnie Mouse pouch. Isn't that sweet? And then we've got little Mickey enamel dots. And we have got, look at this paper bag. I love this so much. And it's got a beautiful stamp. Look. Isn't that cute? That is so adorable. It's the cutest stamp ever. Perfect. We did a London trip not so long ago. And then this was in her journal and she said this recipe is amazing. Lomo saltado, I think that is. So she let me take that out of her journal. I felt so bad, but she insisted. And it's got like an ingredients list, so I really, really want to give that a go. It looks amazing. She said it's really, really good. What else is in here? We've got, this is so sweet. It said a Disney pass holder. This was from COVID times. Mask holder. And actually I have got trips when we needed masks. So that will be perfect. She thought of us. Got another little pocket there. Oh, got two pockets there. I love pockets. They make me so happy. And then this beautiful paper. It's like gift wrap. How would you use this? Would you use it to cover a journal? What would you do with it? Let me know. Would you make a page? It's almost too nice to use, isn't it? Do you ever get that feeling with things? So I was just so taken back. Everything is so beautifully wrapped. And yeah, I just loved meeting you, Elise. Thank you so much. And I loved meeting Joe too. And then I met Cliff and Glenn as well. Cliff is also a journaler and a member of our community. I was really lucky, and he made me Kentucky Derby pies in the Pioneer Woman dishes with other gifts as well. It's just so cute. So I'm very lucky. I met some really lovely people on our trip. But thank you for watching today. I hope this has maybe given you some ideas of what you can pick up on your trips as well. But I know that I love seeing what other people pick up as well. It always excites me. But thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you in another video next week. Take care.